So, Jen, what if I hire a career coach and it doesn't work? All right, I want to talk about this idea of coaching not working. Okay, so here's the reality is that as a career coach, I cannot guarantee you a job. I do not have that kind of magic wand. Okay, I do not own a bunch of companies. I'm not the manager who's making the decision. And so I cannot guarantee to you that 100% for sure that if you hire me, that you are absolutely going to get that job. I can't do it. And if I told you that, then, and if you hear that from anybody, then they're flat out lying to you, okay? Because I can't control that. Absolutely cannot control it. There's a lot of things that happen in the coaching that are going to help you to be more ready, to make sure you're presenting yourself better, to make sure that when you're in the interview that you're doing a better job to dig in and ask better questions and to present your story better. When you're networking, be it in person or online, like on LinkedIn or Facebook or something like that, that your networking is much more effective and that it's much more timely, and that you're going to do a better job with connecting with those people, and with those connections that's going to lead to better interviews and opportunities. Okay, those are just some of the pieces that happen when you're working with me as a career coach. And so the reality is that even if, let's say we spend a few months together and we have regular conversations, and you don't by the end of a few months have that new position, that new job, okay? The reality is that you're going to be able to look back over those last few months and you're going to say, wow, I know myself so much better. I understand how to play this networking game so much better. I know what to do when I'm in the interview, how to present myself, how to really, truly take the reins and own my job search process. By the end of it, you're 100% going to have that. And that in and of itself is huge. It makes an enormous difference because there's timing, right? There's all these things, and I call it God's timing, right? Like, I don't know what all is going on out there, but as you improve and you get yourself better and ready along the way, then God can do something with that, and he can put the right people on your path that are going to lead to the right introductions, that can lead to the right interviews, that can lead to the right opportunities, etc. It can absolutely happen, but you got to be moving your feet. And I just find with a lot of job seekers that they're like freaking out and they're in this stress anxiety mode, and they're attracting that really weird energy, and that tends to drag out the job search process. So you got to be able to trust the process that I take you through and really be able to look at it and say, okay, as I'm getting into this is an investment in me, not only for today, but for tomorrow and for the future, right? Yes, hopefully by the end of it, we're going to have a much better sight on what it is that you're going to be doing for your work. And then you're going to be able to continue to move yourself toward that, okay? I promise you all of that will absolutely happen for sure. And with all of that, it makes it 100% worth it, because we're going to be able to clean up so much stuff from your backstory that's not serving you anymore. You're going to feel healthier and more stronger and more connected with God. And that's going to lead you more peacefully to where it is that you need to go for your next job. All right, my friends, if this resonates with you, get in touch with me. You'll see my contact information below. Let's connect and let's talk more about what's going on with your job search and how I can help you to have more success with that. Thanks so much. And remember, all along the way, please remember that God has a message for you. Thanks, my friends, and I'll see you next time.